In many political systems, especially at the constituency level, appointments often follow a familiar pattern. After elections, supporters are recognized, loyalists are rewarded, and one of the most common tools used is the appointment of legislative aides. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with this. Politics requires structure, it requires people, it requires support systems. But here is a critical question. Should legislative aides exist only for political balance or for measurable impact? Let's be clear. This is not about suggesting that leaders are unaware, and it is not about increasing costs. In many cases, the issue is how existing structures are organized. Because when appointments are driven mainly by patronage, a gap is created. Aides are appointed, but not empowered. They are named, but not trained. They are paid, but not clearly deployed. And over time, the system becomes resource intensive, but difficult to measure in terms of outcomes. This is where the shift must happen from patronage to performance, because representation is not sustained by how many people are appointed. It is sustained by what those people actually do. Now, imagine a different approach. Not necessarily more people, but better structure. Instead of focusing on numbers, focus on capacity. Instead of appointing many people without coordination, work with a smaller, more effective team. People who can think, people who can engage, people who can represent interests intelligently. But even that is not enough. They must be prepared, trained, oriented, given clarity of purpose. Because in governance, people do not perform based on titles. They perform based on systems and expectations. Now, consider what happens when this shift is made. Legislative aides are no longer just political beneficiaries. They become functional assets. They can track opportunities, engage institutions, support constituency development, provide structured feedback from the grassroots. And importantly, they also grow, building experience, networks, and real pathways into employment and public service, rather than remaining idle after their tenure. At that point, the legislator's office begins to transform from a place of appointments to a center of coordinated impact. This is not theory. We already see elements of this working informally. What is missing is structure, consistency, and accountability. And that is a shift this series is exploring. In the next video, we will go deeper. We will introduce a simple practical model that connects people, institutions, and opportunities without increasing complexity. Because representation must evolve. It must become more intentional, more structured, and more result-driven. One idea at a time. This is the representative.